time. Consciousness mistakes the movements of matter for its own activity. Awareness starts believing it is thinking. Watching starts believing it is acting. And from that misalignment, tension is born. Suffering, in this lens, doesn't feel like punishment or failure. It feels mechanical, like friction created when two systems are mistaken for one. When awareness identifies with change, it inherits instability. When it identifies with emotion, it inherits fluctuation. When it identifies with thought, it inherits noise. The text speaks of qualities, tendencies that shape all movement: heaviness, activity, balance. Not good or bad, just forces like gravity or momentum. The mind, the body, the world itself, all of it is shaped by these tendencies interacting endlessly. Consciousness doesn't control them. It doesn't need to. Its only disturbance comes from forgetting that it was never meant to. What's striking is how little effort Sankhya places on transformation. There's no insistence on changing thoughts, fixing emotions, or purifying the world. The shift it points to is quieter, seeing clearly what is moving and what is not. When that clarity stabilizes, something loosens naturally. Not dramatically, not instantly, but steadily. Life continues. Actions still happen. Decisions are still made, but the weight of ownership softens. Experience unfolds without the same demand for control. Awareness rests where it always was, watching without interference. I find it interesting how this framework doesn't promise bliss. It doesn't advertise peace. It doesn't guarantee happiness. It offers something subtler and perhaps more durable: precision. The relief that comes from no longer carrying what was never yours to carry. And yet, as clean and analytical as Sankhya feels, there's a quiet tension it leaves unresolved. If consciousness is distinct, and matter continues to move, how does one live this clarity? How does insight translate into stability? How does understanding become embodied rather than intellectual? Because seeing the distinction once doesn't mean it stays clear. The pull of identification returns. The habits of mind resume. The system keeps running. Awareness forgets again. It feels like the Sankhya Rika stops right at that edge, having revealed the architecture of experience, and then steps aside, as if to say, now that you see how things are structured, something else must take over. Not more theory, not more analysis, but discipline, practice, staying. And without breaking the stillness, the inquiry begins to lean toward another voice, one that doesn't redraw the map, but teaches how to remain oriented within it. How to steady attention, how to quiet interference, how to let awareness rest in its own clarity again and again. That's where the next movement begins.